Is property still a good investment in South Africa? Hi, my name is Agnes. If you are new on this channel, I share ways in which I make money, save money and invest money while on the journey to financial independence. If this is your thing, please hit that subscribe button. A couple of years ago, my husband and I were on the market to buy our first property. Things didn't really go according to plan. We just had a lot of unforeseen circumstances that made it impossible for us to get the house. And then we started seeing that the interest rates were just going up. So we're like, let's just wait. Maybe once the interest rate kind of like stabilizes or kind of like start going down, then we will get into the market again. A question that we've been asking ourselves, which I'm sure some of you might also be asking yourself, is that is it still a good thing to invest in properties in South Africa? I came across a podcast from Investec, which I will link in the link below, on whether properties are still a good investment in South Africa. And so I'm just going to share my thoughts and what I understood from that podcast on this video. Let's get into it. The simple answer to that question is that yes, property is still a good investment in South Africa. In fact, this is actually the best time for people that want to invest in properties to actually go in and invest. The reason being that due to high interest rate, a lot of people cannot afford to buy properties right now. So which means they are turning towards renting. There's a high demand of rental properties. So if you have money to invest in properties, especially rental properties, then this is the best time. With that being said, properties are also known to appreciate in value as the years goes by. So the main takeaway from that video is just that if you are somebody who wants to invest in rental properties, then this is the right time for you. However, there are factors that still need to be considered before you can buy a property, because at the end of the day, when you are investing in a property, you want cash flow. You want to start making money out of your investment. So I gathered 4 factors from that podcast that, when if followed correctly or if done correctly, you will definitely make money out of rental properties in South Africa. So let's get into them. The first one is the goal. What is your goal? Is this a long-term or a short-term goal for you? It is advised that when you're coming into property investing, your goal must always be a long-term goal. So you have to look at something 5 to 7 years and above. For example, you want to just make quick money out of properties, then if you have the money, what you can do is do property development. So you can buy land, build new apartments, and then sell them. That's if you want like quick money into your property investment. But if you want like that kind of like exponential growth, then you'll need to be in this for a long term. Factor number 2 is location. I think we all know this. Like when you do consider a property, an investment property, location is key. We all know about the crisis in the Western Cape in terms of properties and accommodation. So it is advised to look at areas like the Gauteng or KZN when it comes to property investment. Still on the point of location, you also just want to make sure that the places that you are investing in, like what is happening around there. Are there any chances of new businesses opening around the area? Like is there any active economy in that area? Because all those are the factors that will predict whether you will have a sustainable rental you will have a sustainable property investment. So make sure that you are picking the right location. In fact, let me say this to myself, like when we're ready for this, we just need to make sure that we find the proper location. The next thing is affordability. So the one thing that a lot of people do is they buy a much more expensive property. You need to make sure that you buy less of what you can afford. So if you qualify for like a property that is 1 million rands at the moment, then rather go for something that is below that, something that is maybe 700 or 800, because like there's always hidden cost that you don't necessarily see once you're buying the property. This cost only comes into the picture once you already own the property. So you want to keep that you want to keep that in mind, so that you don't end up becoming house poor imagine having a property and then all your income, everything just goes towards you paying that property and then you have no money left. And then the last thing is infrastructure. The reason I put infrastructure on this list is that I've lived in newly developed apartments. We had like a huge problem when it came to water and electricity. So what I mean by infrastructure is that when you are buying a property, you need to make sure that it is especially with the new development, like what is the infrastructure like is there water available, electricity, like are you ever going to have problems with that? Because like for example, in the place that I lived, that where we had all these issues, people were moving out, like that was also the reason why we moved out, because everyone will have water, but we wouldn't have water because like I don't know, like when they did the constructions, whatever, the infrastructure just wasn't okay. And even with electricity, so you want to make sure that all those things are taken into consideration if you want to succeed on your property investment. That is what I get at from that podcast. Again, the link will be on the description in case you want to go and listen to that podcast. And again, if you are looking into property investment, then this is the right time. You want to do it when everyone else is scared. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys again in the next video. Bye.